evening, we bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paolo De Rosario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Diego Dario. Watch the game live and our past episodes on demand on the Pilipinas Live app for just 99 pesos a month. Available for download on Google Play or the App Store.
Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Well, it's great to be back on the game, ladies and gentlemen. The FIBA World Cup 2023 experience has finally come to a close, but the basketball hype continues on. Here to give us a taste of the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 courtside experience is someone who experienced it like no one else in this World Cup. The phenom herself, Alyssa Valdez. Lai, kamusta?
Hi guys, good evening.
Hi, Telay.
Can I just share? I was there when Lai found out that yung magiging seatmate niya sa World Cup was si Carmelo Anthony. And
Carmelo Anthony lang
Carmelo
naman.
Anthony naman. I mean, it's just, you know, the guy who shaped basketball culture in a way. Pero like, initial reactions mo, because I saw your face, it was priceless. How did it feel knowing that yung magiging seatmate mo, si Melo?
Grabe. It was really priceless. I was so speechless kasi I really never thought they wouldn't tell us naman kung saan kami uupo din during games, before the game. So, nung nakita ko pumasok siya, hindi ko alam kung nakaka-starstruck talaga kasi he was very nice and he would really, siya unang papansin sa'yo, would talk to you also. So, I was just very, very grateful for that experience and I realized na these great athletes are very generous in terms of really talking about what they love then. So, yeah, I was very nervous that to be seatmate with him and sila Sunbird then.
Well, like, kitang-kita dun sa videos na napakita na you were actually having conversations with Carmelo. Kwento mo naman, ano yung mga sinasabi niya sa'yo? What were you guys talking about in, right beside the action in the World Cup?
Well, aside from siguro mga small talks like ano yung mga favorite thing niya to do here in Manila, kung manonood pa siya, tinanong niya kami kung manonood ulit kami ng mga next games pa. And I think one of the things na sobrang na-appreciate ko sa kanya was he was actually explaining the plays also.
Wow.
And kung tinitraining nila yung mga ganong plays during practices din. So, very, very humble talaga si Carmelo Anthony. So, I get to learn more about basketball actually because of him.
I'm excited to see the next generation, the next version of Lai, which is a basketball coach, Alyssa Valdez. But tabi mo rin si Sue Bird. And si Sue Bird, different type of aura rin. I don't know, she just seems like such a kind soul. How was it being beside Sue Bird?
Well, I think she's one of the most decorated women athlete in the world as well. So, alam mo, honestly, grabe din yung aura, the energy na dinala nila dun sa courtside na place na yun. Kasi talagang hindi kami makapag-cheer. We were very quiet kanina, Michele. Kasi parang sila talaga were just watching and really supporting each and everything in FIBA. So kami rin talaga, we really want to appreciate and look into the little details habang naglalaro yung mga amazing athletes, great athletes, basketball players sa FIBA. So, si Sue Bird, very empowered woman talaga, yun yung dating niya. So, I'm just very inspired to be alongside with her.
Well, aside from meeting all these basketball superstars and celebrities, ano yung one of your favorite moments watching the FIBA World Cup? You were there in the finals. I heard na panood mo daw yung medyo wild shot. Wild shot ni Michele Bridges during that semifinals game.
Well, witnessing that play right in front of our eyes talaga was very amazing. I thought it just happened in NBA games, but well, this is the World Cup, so definitely one of the best seat to actually witness that is sa courtside din talaga. So it was we were actually jumping and shouting during that time. And I think the most ano ba, memorable thing was Carmelo was trying to explain this play after the sequence. So yeah, siguro yun yung one of the most memorable things.
I would pay to listen to Carmelo, honestly. Talk
Yeah,
about
super
basketball,
nice.
right?
Super nice.
Grabe.
Very intelligent.
Grabe.
And calm.
Oo.
He was very calm trying to explain it.
Grabe talaga. That moment was incredible. But you've seen a lot of games throughout this FIBA Basketball World Cup. Like, do you have any favorites in particular, apart from the final, apart from that crazy sequence of Michele Bridges?
I just like also the finals game, the Germany versus Serbia. I mean, until the very end, we really wouldn't know what will happen to the game. And definitely one of my core experiences, syempre, experiencing watching also the Gilas Pilipinas during the whole FIBA World Cup. Iba pa rin talaga na sumusuporta tayo sa mga kababayan natin. So that was one also of the highlights of my FIBA experience.
And of course, Lai, you're one of also the most decorated volleyball players naman dito sa Philippines. And how was it as an athlete experiencing world-class talent that close? And of course, maybe baka world-class talent ng volleyball mapunta rin dito sa Philippines?
Well, we're praying, looking forward na mangyari din yon. But definitely just seeing these athletes up close, nothing compares. I think mas na-inspire kami, lalo na ako really motivated to play my 100% every game then. And I think yung courtside experience na talaga nakaka-humble, nakaka-humanize din. Kasi makikita mo talaga sila how yung hard work nila and paano sila mag-usap-usap sa court. Grabe yung teamwork nila and nakaka-inspire din na makita yung ganun kalapit yung mga ganong pangyayari. So I can't just wait to also play again here in the Philippines and kahit saan, basta as an athlete, iba talaga yung binigay niya sa akin yung inspiration.
You know, like, that's a perfect segue because right after this break, we're going to talk a lot about volleyball.
Well, from basketball to volleyball, and she talked about playing and working hard. So we'll talk about Creamline's preparations for the upcoming PVL conference. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back. You're still watching The Game. The heart of volleyball is set to excite us again as the Premier Volleyball League is just around the corner. Still with us to talk about Creamline's preparations ahead of the upcoming PVL conference is the Cool Smashers' very own Alyssa Valdez. And Atelay, alam ko magiging setter ka daw this PVL season. Just correct me if I'm wrong. But, your reactions to Jia De Guzman joining the V-League, of course, for the Denso Airy Bees. She's going to be the second Filipino player in Japan this season to play there. Kwento mo naman, how did you find out that she was gonna play there, and how was the farewell between you guys?
Well, I found it out a little way back pa then. Very quiet then. Gia is very parang quiet then in terms of siguro sharing it to everyone yet until it's confirmed then. But the farewell, I posted a video na nurprise ko din si Gia. And yun, well, every day naman, yung sinabi niya din na pupunta na rin siya ng Japan. Like, we make it to a point na we actually spend more time together. So, yun. And then, I surprised her the night before her flight. So, I tell her, we visit kami to watch the weekend. So, yeah.
Grabe. Just to let everyone know, parang idin lang natin, joke lang yung magsisetter si Alyssa.
Joke lang yan.
And of course, but of course, the adjustment has to be real, both from a team perspective, personal perspective. How's the team handled yung adjustment period na yun, especially considering that Gio was such a big part of what Creamline was?
No, I think one thing's very obvious also in our team na lahat naman really helping each other. But we really appreciate Gia in terms of napaka-generous sa mga pagturo or knowledge na sa experience sa pagdating sa volleyball or pagiging setter. And lagi niya yung binibigay kay Kyle. Kaya I think we're confident also na si Kyle will do a good job this coming contest. But at the end of the day, we're just gonna trust each other din. Talaga, yung we've been together for so long. So we're back in our for the familiarity. And Kyle has been doing a great job in terms of, during the national team stand. So yeah, we're just really working hard to prepare for this conference.
Well, that's the usual setup actually in any sport. The next man up, in your case, next woman up for Creamline. But let's talk about your journey so far, Atelay. I mean, as an athlete, I kind of know the struggle also of getting back from an injury, and you sat out the Filipino conference, and you came back for the Invitational Conference. How was that experience for you? Of course, there were struggles, but fighting through that was also part of the journey.
I would say this is very a question, Diego, but there's a lot of ups and downs with recovering from injury. And I would say until now, I'm trying to be at my 100%. I'm just very, very grateful na grabe yung patience sa akin ni Doc Canlas, my PTs, my conditioning coaches. Kasi, masyadong, I think I would just say na kailangan ko pa talagang magpa-condition this coming conflict. So, ako, hindi nagiging madali yung journey, but with my teammates being there and my management Cool Smashers, I'm really looking forward na makabalik na.
Yeah. Lai, you're cutting out a bit sa audio mo, so we're gonna try and get that fixed in just a while. But then, just knowing that pinagdaanan mo na yan, just how much has your respect increased for those going through a similar journey? Because, syempre, yung mga atleta, injuries are part and parcel sometimes of the career and the entire journey of throughout their entire athletic life. Has that changed para sa'yo?
I think I've seen sports or volleyball in a different perspective also because of these injuries, and I get to learn a lot of things also. I appreciate the sport more. So to those people and athletes na struggling and recovering from an injury, to say this is just one way of saying that you have to take a pause, see the sport in another perspective, and be better. Prepare your body better para sa mga mas matitindi pang labanan na haharap. So,
Na-inspire si Diego, Lai.
Inspire ako. Actually, I'm ready now to, get better workout also. But Atelay, let's talk about your experience naman actually playing on the court and not preparing, but playing against, Kurashiki Ablaze, that past conference. How was the crowd, the feeling of playing again in front of the PVL crowd?
Oh, I just like also playing sa mga tight matches. We had so many tight matches during that conference. And we were able to go back to the finals then. And playing against the Japan team, ang dami mo rin talaga matutunan on and off the court. We had dinner also after with them and the Vietnam team. And these young players really inspire us to be, alam mo yun, to love what we do and remind us why we play. So I think that's conference. If yung takeaway talaga namin doon would be like, kailangan natin malaman yung reason kung bakit patuloy na ginagawa to or bakit natin love yung sport.
Lai, the upcoming PVL conference, as we mentioned a while ago, some fans are wondering how you're going to fill in the big hole that Gia left there. Almost impossible to fill up. But then, how would you describe every step of the way right now, going into that next conference, knowing that medyo you're trying to rebuild the team to be as competitive as it can be?
Definitely, Gia is really amazing. We cannot siguro find anyone to replace her in our team. The only Gia Morado in Philippine volleyball and now showing her talent in Japan. And Gia, hello Gia, we miss you so much. But, I think this is also one of the challenges na gusto namin harapin as a team also. Supportahan Gia. For now, we're taking one day at a time in practice preparing for the next conference. And we all know all this team really are preparing as well. Nagtatagdag talaga sila ng mga players. So, we're just gonna hopefully enjoy every match talaga, give our all to all the management din namin. Yun lang yung mapapromise din namin.
Lai, we really appreciate your time and we can't wait to see you all back on the court. So please, next time, come here to the studio para mas masaya rin.
Thank you, Ate Lai. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, after the break, we've got more stories with your favorite teams and athletes. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. back. You're watching the game. Big news for Pinoy football fans. The Azkals are back in action. The Philippine Azkals are set to face Afghanistan in a FIFA-friendly match later tonight at 7 p.m. at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. You can catch the match live on the Pilipinas Live app, One Sports and One Sports Plus.
Meanwhile, the PBA Draft 2023 is just around the corner, featuring the latest batch of rising stars in Pinoy hoops. Over 120 applicants are in the mix this year, a new record high for the annual draft comprised of some of the biggest names in collegiate basketball. Catch the Season 48 draft this September 17 live at 4 p.m. on One Sports, PBA Rush, and the Pilipinas Live app.
Well, in other hoop news, two-time Olympic champion LeBron James and four-time NBA champion Steph Curry made headlines after expressing interest in competing at the 2024 Paris Olympics. According to The Athletic, James has reached out to fellow NBA superstars like Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, and Draymond Green into possibly suiting up for Team USA.
Wow.
Ito na, yung A-team, allegedly, ng Team USA. But you know what? It just goes to show that a lot of people are hoping for like a redeem team style of group after not being able to win the FIBA World Cup again for the second time trying.
Pero grabe pa, because of the FIBA World Cup that happened here in the Philippines, high-level basketball yung nakita ng mga NBA stars like LeBron James, KD, Stephen Curry. Nakita nila how great basketball is, the different kinds of styles in the FIBA World Cup here that, you know, possibly makikita ulit natin sila LeBron James, Steph Curry, don the USA jersey. That's how great the games were here in the FIBA World Cup here in the Philippines. So, you know, that's great news for all the basketball fans, Pao.
Yeah, absolutely. At nakita nila that the world basketball has started to come up, become more competitive. The basketball we saw here was amazing. From start to finish, and I'm sure Team USA and all the big stars that they have would like to come over and in the Paris Olympics and try and cop the gold there.
Well, definitely. I mean, if you're playing for the country, I've experienced that way back when I was in the youth. When you play for the country, it's a different kind of competition, you know, compared to when you're playing as a pro. So it's great to see these players, all the NBA players, NBA talent play for their respective countries, and one of them is going to be Team USA.
Absolutely. Let's see. I can't wait to see the entire roster once it all flushes out.
And of course, that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Diego Dario.
Catch us weeknights here on One News and on the Pilipinas Live app, where you can watch us live and our past episodes on demand for just 99 pesos a month. Available for download on Google Play or the App Store. I'm Paolo Del Rosario, and this has been The Game.